welcome everyone to my 2025 movie review tier list. People are not going to agree with me because I have some very hot takes in here, and honestly, I don't care. I filmed this video, or recorded this video, roughly 2 months ago. So it's been a while, but I've been in the process of moving, and yeah. Hope you enjoy. If you don't agree with any of my opinions, let me know, and we can have a full debate about it in the comments. Thank you. The horror was okay. The only scene I remember is the ending, pretty much. The ending and, one of the castle scenes. That's it. That's all I remember. So, this is going into C. It was weird. Okay, if I'm being honest, I don't remember a whole lot from this movie. Again, same thing with Nosferatu. But one thing I really remember liking were the effects and the campiness of the movie. They didn't show obviously the spoiler alert, there's a wolf in the movie, but they didn't show it straight away. And that, I really liked that. It made you always wondering what it looked like. It was just slowly progressing to it. And that's why it's going in a C tier, honestly. Okay, I'm going to speedrun this because I don't want to talk about it for long. Visual effects are really good. Not $300 million worth good, and I also don't think that it needed to be made with how much it got delayed and stuff. It didn't need to happen. But anyway, it's going in F tier. It's tied as my least favorite movie this year. Okay, so this movie I did enjoy, but not as much as I wanted to. And I don't think I didn't enjoy it as much as other people did. One thing I did enjoy was the way that the chemistry worked between all the different characters. I accidentally hit my desk! The way the chemistry worked and just the way that the story was kind of told, I did like that without there being per se a supervillain, or at least at the time I don't remember if there was there was a villain, but yeah. It was fine. Wasn't terrible. Wasn't great. I was very excited for this movie because of Avengers Doomsday and how it would lead into it. And Fantastic Four wasn't out at the time when this was out, so I was like, the end credit scenes is going to be Fantastic Four, and it actually was, which I was so happy about. Yeah, that's pretty much. The cast was great. The visual effects on Void were great as well. I really enjoyed it. So that is why I'm putting it in B tier. Wow. All right. I've just now noticed how upset I seem in this recording. I promise it gets better, but I sound dead. I don't know what happened when I was filming this, but I must have been having the most bummed down day I've ever had. But after, I'm pretty sure it's Lilo and Stitch, it becomes good. I promise I'm not as sad sounding. But anyway, I keep watching. Enjoy. If I'm going to be so thorough with you, I don't remember a lot about this movie because I didn't watch it in cinema. I watched it outside of cinema. I honestly don't know why I am putting this on the list, but it was fine. The acting was good from, I don't know her name, but I know she's a big actor. And from Jack Quaid, he was really good. I also just like him from The Boys, so I feel like I was going to like him no matter what. Interesting story, some funny jokes. Yeah, that's about it. If you're a fan of the Megan Chucky sort of killer robot thing, watch the movie. You'll like it. But yeah, anyway, I'm chucking it in B tier. Yeah, Sinners was my favorite movie of last year, without a doubt. I almost didn't go see it in the cinema. I was debating with someone if I should go. And I was I have nothing to do today. I might as well go and see it. And I still didn't know if I'd 100% go and see it. I hit my desk. Yeah, truly, it was a masterpiece. Music. The first half did drag for my first watch when I was really wasn't into it yet. The first half dragged, and then it was just absolutely incredible. I don't know how long I can rant about this movie because it would just be such a long... The rant would be longer than the movie itself. The visual effects, the music, the casting, the acting, the set design, the script writing, everything was just beautiful. And yeah, it was just... I cannot recommend this movie enough. Go and see it, please. Okay, Looney Tunes, The Day the Earth Blew Up. It is not what I expected. I grew up watching the Looney Tunes show on Cartoon Network back like 12, 13 years ago. I've been to theme parks based around Looney Tunes, so I was really excited for this. And it was fine. It definitely could have been better, but for like bringing back an old classic cartoon, it was beautiful. And like they didn't pack any punches with like storytelling and animation, and like you know it's a joke, so someone will get hit like comically large big hammer and they'll just recover from it, just like a Looney Tunes cartoon. I'll spoil a part of it. They're trapped in an alien ship, and I don't remember exactly how, but I'm pretty sure it had something along the lines of, they're like, oh no, we're not going to escape. And then all of a sudden, Daffy's just like, why don't we just steal the oil from that car and use that to melt the bubble gum, because the prison bars are made of like bubble gum. And they're like, genius. And then like they escape, and then they realize they could have just eaten the bubble gum or something. It was something really dumb, and it was that throughout the whole movie. And it was just it was fun time, but obviously these days people aren't going to go and see it. But I definitely recommend going and see it. And that's why I give it an A tier, because it was just like, it was great. This movie was so boring. I'm sure if I rewatched it, I'd like it more. I grew up with the books. I'm pretty sure I still have the books. I loved the books. They were amazing. This, to me, it was like they tried to cram in 5 of the books in one movie. The voice acting was good, but apart from that, the animation, it's unique, but it's like the cheap type of animation to me. And the story I didn't love either. And the jokes just didn't land. So that's why I'm just going to give it a C tier. It wasn't that amazing. Right, Minecraft movie. I, again, saw this when I saw Dogman, and this was easily the better of the two. As someone who's played Minecraft since I was, like, at least easily 10 years ago, it was fun. It was cool. Some of the references were cool. Like, Technoblade being in it was really cool. A lot of the way, like, even the story, I'm not a big fan of Minecraft Dungeons, but, like, it was cool the way they did it. The CGI and the green screen, everyone expects it to be bad. Me personally, I think it was really good. There were obviously scenes, like the Elytra scene, the portal looked a little weird. But even just like the zombies, like when the zombies are on screen, like they look good. But apart from that, I had fun. My cinema wasn't like jumping up in their chair going like... They weren't doing that. But like I was in a full screening on the opening day, and it was just a fun time. So I'm gonna chuck this in A tier. Final Destination Bloodline. Good movie. I loved it. Every second of it, I honestly enjoyed. The kills were really creative. The effects were great. The starting scene was really good. Like every Final Destination has like the, prediction, like I don't remember the word for it, but I really liked that up in the tower. That was cool. I don't really have any complaints. The ending is probably my biggest complaint, but it's literally just a small little, it's the last 10 seconds of the movie, and just kind of, like, you think, oh, that happened. Like, you kind of wish, if it happened at all, it would have happened earlier. Anyway, that's my only complaint. I'm chucking it in A tier. Okay. Me yawning right now is an indication of how this movie made me feel. The story is nowhere near as good as part 1 of this movie. I haven't seen any other Mission Impossible, and just on a whim one day, I decided I'm gonna go to see part 1. I loved part 1. It was perfection. The way it wrote like AI into the story, the way that the action was good, the story just on itself was good, character writing was good, everything was good with the first part. Not this one. Pretty much the only good thing again is Tom Cruise's action scenes, because obviously, but really, apart from that, I think it was worse. It was horrible. I obviously wouldn't, like, it was still obviously impressive that it was good, but the fact it kept getting delayed and just things like that just made me not like it. So, like, I don't know how to explain it. The AI in the story was just not done well. Like, you think, like, the first one is, like, you learning about what the AI is, and then you go, like, oh, it can do all these things. And yes, it does, like, do some stuff. Like, it shuts off, you know, economic, like, money, and it sets off bombs and stuff. But, like, apart from that, you thought it was going to, like, do some really big stuff. And also the Arctic. Like, it was in the Arctic for half the movie. I don't remember it a lot, but it was fine, I guess. I'm chucking it in B tier because of, yeah.
Flashbang, motherfucker.
Okay, Lilo and Stitch. I remember this movie fondly. Again, this is another movie I did travel like 4-ish hours away to go and watch. But I had a really good time with it. I also just love Stitch as like a character, so, and what they'd shown in the trailers did look good. The movie has, like, it's the same with the original to me, but slightly worse. The animation is amazing on Stitch, like, obviously, but the story and the characters, I think, are weak, except Stitch. But, like, I don't know how you can, like, let me rephrase. The acting is good. The writing is not. Like, the actors did what they need to. It was great. But the writing was not there. Like, I don't remember the story much. Also, the two aliens, I don't remember their names, but they're disguised as the, like, women in the original. Like, you know, they just put, like, hair and makeup on. In this, they actually just turn into Alan and what's his name from freaking The Hangover. So that was unexpected. Anyway, I'm chucking this in B tier.
Hi, so future Pleach here. It's currently 1 a.m. in the morning, and this is 3 months since I recorded that last clip. I really got the urge to record this again, and I've watched about half of the movies that have come out in 2026, and I'll probably do a video on those later on. But for now, I want to get this one done, so just know all of the reviews after this are like, I watched the movies a year ago, unless they were like masterpieces. Like, I haven't watched them since then, so if I'm a little bit foggy for the rest, don't hate me. But anyway, enjoy. I'm tired. Oh ho ho, bring her back. Ugh, this movie was gross. Like, in a good way, it was really good. I watched this with my nan, and I don't know why we watched it together, but there was one scene that I remember so faintly. It was the one, I'm not going to get too much into detail, but the main character's chopping up a watermelon, right? There's the son who's like kind of demonic and whatever. Then there's the other son, I think. I don't remember, but he was cutting a watermelon, and he left the knife with the demonic kid, and he's like, you know, you can hear these little crunching sounds, and then you turn around, and then the kid is like eating the knife, and it's in between his teeth, and the teeth are falling out. It's like, ah! But like, you know, that scene has stuck with me for a while, but like, it is also just a good movie. Like, the Filippo brothers, like, they are really good directors. Like, Talk to Me, Bring Her Back. Really good. The way that they also work the story in as well, really good. So this is going to be a controversial placement for this, but I'm going to put it underneath Minecraft in A tier. I don't know what it is. I just, like, I preferred Minecraft a little bit more. I had more fun, but from like a movie standpoint, Bring Her Back, so much better. Okay, so my ballerina take. I also saw this with my nan. It was good. I'd only seen John Wick 1 and 2. I know what's the third one's about. I know everything. But yeah, no, it was good. The action was cool. I can't really say much else about this movie, so I'll chuck it in B tier, underneath Mission Impossible. Alright, How to Train Your Dragons, easy A tier. I love this movie. I think I saw it 3 times in cinemas. I saw it twice alone and once with some friends. Yeah, it was good. CGI was really good, a lot better than I expected. I know the story is very similar to the cartoon, but, you know, I still had a fun time. Actually, funny story. I remember in one of the theaters, we were sitting there watching, and Hiccup had just fallen off of Toothless, and some kid yells out, "Well, that's sad," and that was hilarious. I'll never forget that. That was amazing. So yeah, A tier for that. Right, 28 years later. I don't know why, but I didn't enjoy this as much as everyone else. It was good. Like, I've seen the first one. I've seen 28 Days. I haven't seen 28 Weeks. So, I don't think that would have affected it, though. But, like, I don't know. It's just not my kind of horror. But, you know, the effects were cool. The zombies were cool. And after seeing 28 years later, The Bone Temple, which you'll hopefully see in the next video, in my opinion, yeah, so I'll chuck this in high B. Okay, I went into this movie expecting something more. The movie got delayed an entire year, so I expected, everyone guessed the plot, better be a cool masterpiece, and then this came out, and I mean, it's cool. It's, you know, they're trying new things, which is cool, but they're just not cool things. Like, they're no WALL-E, they're no Up, they're no Toy Story, they're no, you know, Cars even. So, yeah, I'll chuck it in C, but, yeah, I even kind of would put it lower. Megan 2.0, what you could have been. I loved the first one. It was really good. It's creative. It's cool. It's kind of new gen without being in your face new gen. Like, there's slang, but it's not like cringe. And it was fun. But this one, it's not any of that. They try with the whole AI thing. I think I remember a convention, and like the villain's kind of cool. But like, apart from that, there was just, like, why is it an action movie? It's meant to be a horror movie. Yeah, so I'll chuck it in C tier. So, Captain America Brave New World. I went in, high hopes. You know, new Captain America. I don't like many of the Captain Americas. The only real one I like two, actually. Civil War and the one before Civil War. I forgot the name of it. But I like them both. This one is not it. Red Hulk was like the only good thing about it. Also, sorry if you can hear creaking. My chair's going crazy with the creaks. But yeah, I mean, Sam Wilson's cool. I think he's cool. He just needs a better script. So yeah, chuck it in C tier. Hi, future me. Post me. I've now realized that I keep saying Jurassic World Dominion when it's Rebirth. So just know I'm talking about Rebirth, but like I kind of had the same opinion that I do with Dominion anyway. But just I keep saying Dominion. I'm sorry. Right. So Jurassic World Dominion. I liked it. I had a fun time. In fairness, I haven't seen the OG Jurassic World trilogy. I haven't seen Jurassic Park 2, Jurassic Park 3. I've only seen all the Jurassic Worlds, which I did like, but like I'm not a big dinosaur guy either. This one I enjoyed. I don't know. I've heard very split things. I've heard people be upset at the visuals, at the story. Story I can kind of understand. There's a lot of like, you know, these people have to stay alive and they make sure they stay alive. But apart from that, it's fine. I had a good time. So yeah, chuck it in B tier. It's fun. Okay, this is a very very popular opinion, but to me, I didn't expect it to like it as much. K-pop Demon Hunters is an S tier for 2025, and I think it's very reasonable and understandable why. Animation is beautiful. Songs are hella catchy. I heard them at work, and I just, like, they made my day. Animation, story, everything. The only thing I'm a little upset about is there's already a sequel greenlit. I don't think there should be a sequel. Just keep it as it is. This is why I hate when they bring out sequels and stuff that aren't planned. So, like, if they were planned from the beginning, then I get it. But stuff like this, like, they're gonna ruin it probably. But yeah, it's still, like, the movie on its own, S tier, 100%. Oh my god, is this movie peak. I loved this movie. It was the first movie I ever saw in IMAX, like true 70mm, you know, full big screen. It was beautiful. I cannot put into words how good it looked. Now, the only problem I had was I was sitting like, if you've been to an IMAX cinema, you know what I'm talking about. I'm at like the second row from the front all the way to the left. So I'm looking to my right to the entire movie, and since I'm right at the front, I have to like look up. And since it's an IMAX cinema, like the screen kind of goes into the ground. But yeah, anyway, that's a different tangent for another day. The movie is amazing. I am so excited for the rest of the DCU. I'm literally recording this voiceover 4 days. What is it? Yeah, Monday. Yeah, 4 days before Supergirl comes out. And I am excited for that. Like, not to the excitement I had of Superman, but I'm still very, very excited. This is easily an S tier. Right, Fantastic Four First Steps. I went into this movie with a lot of excitement. I saw it the night before it was meant to come out. I was really ready to love this movie, and I did. It was amazing. I literally watched the 2004 and 2006, I think it was 6, those two Fantastic Four movies before these two. I think they were fine, personally, but this one is amazing. The one thing I'm upset about is the fact that they went to go kill off Sue Storm. And if they actually killed her, I might like it more, but like, it's Marvel, so they're gonna bring her back. No one's ever dead. Even Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man can't die, so of course he's going to be back as Doctor Doom. But anyway, this movie was still phenomenal, like nowhere near Superman levels, but still really good, so I'll chuck it in A tier. Radio, F1. I saw this movie in my first time in gold class, like the, you know, really fancy cinema where you can get alcohol and stuff. Like, we didn't have any when we saw it, but like, it was a good movie. I just think I wanted to like it more than I did. Like, I'd heard these amazing things, like everything was, you know, oh wow, amazing story, amazing acting, which I can agree is good, but nowhere near other movies I've seen. Like, the sound design was the thing that I was like, wow, this is good. So I'm gonna chuck it in B tier. Also, I just want to add, I kind of moved my tier list around at the end. I added another tier. So I'm going off of that when I'm doing this, like, speaking. But like, just know, like, they are in the same category still. Like, there's just another tier that you'll see at the end. I will show it at the end, but yeah. Now, this movie. I was in a packed cinema when I saw this, and I thought it was fine. I haven't seen any of the others though, so I was like, will it be good as someone who hasn't seen the originals? And it was. I had a fun time, but it did have its problems. Like, why? Like, I know one of the legacy characters was a killer, which makes no sense because that's like a ghost face like motive, and this is not Scream, so like I don't know why they're doing that. So I'm chucking this in D tier. Oh Weapons, How I Love You. I saw this movie at a really bad time. Something bad had happened in my life, and I almost didn't go and see this movie, but I was like, screw it. It was good. Like, it made me forget about the bad thing that happened throughout the day, and I loved it. Like, this is a movie you need to go in not knowing anything. Even don't watch the trailers, I'd say. They give away too much. But, like, the way that they work in I can't say too much, the jump scares. Oh, the jump scares. There was a couple that really got me. The one that truly got me was Gladys in the bed. If you know, you know. Oh, there's two in the bed. The dream sequence with the Josh Brolin's character. That got me. But yeah, I love the movie, the acting, everything. I cannot wait for the Resident Evil movie that Zach Cregg is going to make. I'm chucking this in A tier. Easy, no question. Freakier Friday was fine. I'm not going to say anything else. It was fine. Alright, Naked Gun. So, I don't know why, but I gave this way too high of a score. I did not like this as much as I rated it during the recording of me, putting all the pieces in the puzzle. But, like, it's just not... Like, I didn't find the humor my type of humor. Like, all the good humor was in the trailer. There was only a couple where I was like, ha ha ha, which, like, the bar scene where it's like, so you're Tony Royland's brother. That was funny. But, like, it's an hour and a half long movie, and I swear I was only in the cinema for half an hour. And I know that's meant to be a good thing, but I feel like I was left wanting more jokes because I didn't laugh much. It was still good. Me personally, right now, I'd chuck it in like a B, low B. Alright, Conjuring Last Ride. I went into this after only watching the first Conjuring, I think. No, I did watch them all. I watched them all. This is the weakest, in my opinion. It was fine. There was problems. Very obvious problems. If you know, you know. But, like, it's a Conjuring movie. You know what you're getting. There's obviously the whole, oh, it's in the house, and then they come and help. And then, oh, wow, plot twist. Their daughter came to help, and now she's possessed by the demon instead of one of the main characters or a sub-character. Like, you're just getting the same thing. It's just jump scares. I did have headphones in, like noise cancelling headphones for this, because I'm not good with jump scares. Like, every time I know there's a jump scare, I cover my ears and close my eyes until I hear a loud noise, and then I open them. But yeah, no, this movie, it was just mid. I'm giving this a C tier. Alright, Tron Ares. I'm going to start this off by saying, I don't like Jared Leto. There, I said it. Controversial take. I know. I don't like him. He's like my second least favorite actor in Hollywood. It was safe. It was fine. Like, some of the visuals are really cool, though. Like, I really enjoyed... There was, like, a scene where they go back to the old Tron, and that looked really cool. But apart from that, acting was fine. Story was a little weak. But, yeah, like, there's so many more. Like, even Elio I'd prefer to watch. So I'll chuck it in D tier. I was meant to do this one earlier, because I watched this earlier in the year. Mickey 17. I did not like this movie, and I know I'm not in the minority here. This movie was just boring. Like, yeah, the story was fine, but they just could have done more. Like the two people, like what's his name, Robert Pattinson. He did good with two people. That was cool. Like one of them was like kind of evil, one of them wasn't. That was cool. But it just felt like it was too. There was too much going on and too much exposition. And the ending, I don't remember a whole lot either. I just remember them like going in the snow to fighting like the worms or something, and then there's a sacrifice or something. I don't remember, but yeah, it was safe. I like no, like I prefer Conjuring over this, which is really saying something. So I'm chucking in C tier. All right, Black Phone 2. I expected this to be a dud, because I'd heard that it was based around the sister, and that everything would just be bad. But it was good. Like, setting in the snow was cool, and the way that the killer, like, his story was that he buried the kids in the lake. You only find that out near the end, spoiler alert. But it was good. The way they did it was good. Like, I wouldn't put this, like, over a lot of things, but it was still really good. So, like, and the acting from Ethan Hawke, obviously Mason Thames, who's massive now. I'd argue thanks to the Black Phone one. But yeah, no, it was good. I chucked this in B tier. It was great. See this movie? And thank God I did. Emma Stone did so well with her acting here. Like, the way that the story was even so good. Like, I don't know his name, but the dude who kidnaps her, and even his, like, brother or friend, it was so good. And, like, the ending, like, you think, oh, is she an alien? And even at the end, you still don't trust her when she's saying, like, I'm an alien, and saying all this stuff, like, oh, yeah, you gotta go in the cupboard with a calculator, and that teleports you to the ship. But, like, you think that, and then the dude goes in there, explodes, and then she goes in there, and it actually works, which is, like, she was actually telling the truth. The one problem... No, actually, it wasn't a problem. It ended with the Earth dying. That was really cool. Like, the way she popped the Earth, like, air, and just everything stood still. And the way they showed that was beautiful. This is A tier for me. I almost would put it in S tier, but I'm not going to. But it's close. Alright, Predator Badlands. I saw this on a trip to Japan, and it was good. I was scared that it was going to be in Japanese, but I found, like, one cinema. There was, like, a 2-minute walk from our hotel that was playing it in English. And, like, the ads when I was at the cinema, I couldn't understand what they were saying. But, like, you know, it was good. Like, Ella Fanning did good. The guy who plays the Predator did really good. The story was okay. There was a very predictable part that you're meant to be like, oh, wow, that's cool. Which is the, like, I don't know their names. The two animals that you find, like the little gecko guy, and he's related to the big gecko guys. Like, that's meant to be a big, oh, wow. But it was, yeah, like, it was pretty obvious. I'm going to chuck this in A tier. It was good. Really good, actually. This movie had a lot to live up for. I love the first one. This one... I was meant to see the day after I got back from Japan. I got the flu on the plane back from Japan. So I was, like, out of commission for, like, a week, and the tickets were non-refundable. I did go and see it a couple of days later. It was... I truly don't know. I feel like it's better at times, but I feel like it's worse. But then I feel like it's also very much... Like, to me, it's a lot more forgettable than the first one. I remember so much more from the first one. I haven't watched that since, like, a year or two ago. Like, when it came out. This one, I watched, like, 6 months ago. And I didn't like it as much. It was still good. Like, I'm not gonna, like, argue with you. It was still amazing. But, like, I just expected more. I wanted to chuck this in S tier, but it just wasn't that good. So I'm chucking it in A tier. These movies are very interesting. I watched the first two. I think there's two. Or is there three? I watched all of them anyway. On a flight, and they were good. I really enjoyed them. But this one was still fine. It's one of those movies that you'd like watch in a dentist's office or like a hospital or something. It's not something well, me personally, I wouldn't sit down, see this movie and go, oh, hey, this looks like a good movie. There's so many more movies I prefer. But like, the cast is really good. The magic is really good. But like, everything else, story was like, I don't even remember the story. I think it was something to do with like some tech billionaire or something. And I remember at the end they use it for like a car, and that's how they steal the money. And it has to do with the guy from Detective Pikachu. I don't remember. Yeah, I'm chucking this in D tier, but like, just because it's forgettable. If it wasn't as forgettable, it would be up, and up. Alright, Zootopia 2. I love the first one. It's like top 10 Pixar movies. I think it's Pixar. It's top 10 for me anyway. And I was really excited for this. The story I didn't like. I'm like in the minority with this, but it's just not good. But like, I see why people like it. The things I liked were the way they incorporated some references and some like things that you're like, whoa, they wouldn't have been there. For example, there's a certain comic strip that is in this movie. If you know, you know. But it's in here. There's, I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but it's in the movie. I think it's in a PG movie, which is crazy. Some Shining references, like they're just like outright Shining references. Like, they're not trying to hide it. They literally show the maze and they play the Shining theme, like the boom 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 boom, that theme. Apart from that, it was very good, but like, I just was expecting more. Like, I don't even remember the villain's name, so I'm gonna chuck this in B tier. Oh boy, can I talk about this movie for a while. FNAF 2. I am a long FNAF fan. I'm literally posting this to a channel where I started a FNAF playthrough and didn't finish it. Like, yeah, that's how big of a fan I am. I liked the first movie. It was one of my favorite movies. I just love that I could see like Freddy and the gang on the screen. This movie, I enjoyed. I know that not a lot of people did, and I know it's fan service. I know it's made for the fans. As a fan, I liked it. I know, like, I'm more of someone who, like, I'll see a character I like, I'll be like, oh my god, a character, I like them. But I even think the story was good. I know I'm in the minority with this movie, 100%, and I know that I'm wrong, but, like, it was, like, I just had fun. It's nowhere near my favorite movies of the year, but it's still fun. I loved it. Seeing, like, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, even the marionette. I think what they did with the marionette was interesting, but I think they did it wrong. Like, the way that she, like, possesses people, I think it's cool, but I wish they, like, showed that. Like, even, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, the way that, like, it possesses people, like, I think it's cool, but, like, it's just not the marionette. Like, the marionette's supposed to protect kids, but this, like, it's just not what happens. So that kind of bumps it down a little bit. But yeah, I'll chuck in an A tier. I loved it, but I know I'm in the minority with that though. On to the final movie of the ranking. What is it? It's Avatar: Fire and Ash. Hey, you expected me to say I love this movie. This is my second least favorite movie of the year by far. Like, it's not even close. It sucked. If you've seen the first two, you don't need to watch this one. You know what you're getting yourself into. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a scene at the end that is stolen from the second movie. It's literally the bad guy from the first one. He's back. What a shocker. And wow, he's still trying to do his thing. Cool. So what happens? He falls off. Like, he's on a rock. He's on a floating rock. He falls off. And he'll be back in the next movie as well. Which, you know, Yay, I'm excited. Yeah, cool. I don't even know if I'll see it. It's rough. I'm like visuals. The first 1 and 2 movies. First one's like, wow, the visuals are amazing. Movies are so good, like good looking now with what you can do. Second one's like, oh, it's water, and the water looks really cool as well. Third one's just, there's just not much fire. So it's just the same thing. There's nothing you can go, wow, the fire looks cool, because the fire might not even be CGI, which I think it is, but like, you know. I'm chucking this an F. It's terrible. I hated it. So, the tier list is done, and the final scores are, drumroll please. That's my final list. Thank you for watching this video. It's taken me literally 6 months just to get around to edit this. If you think any of my opinion is bad, let me know, because I'd love to just have a discussion, just a dumb, argument. I love doing those. I understand you can like the movies that I don't like and the other way around, but I love just debating with people and just going nah, that sort of thing. So yeah, let me know, and thank you for watching.